All right, so how to keep your super worms from freezing. What do you do, right? When I first got these worms, I set them up. They were happy, they were moving, they were eating, they were fun watching them. And then I decided I went home for Christmas. I spent a couple days with my mom and I left the worms here in the house. Guess what? I turned all the lights off, turned the heat off. And when I got back, it was really cold in the house. And then I remembered something. Oh my goodness, these guys can't take the cold like they're like the mealworm brethren. So I thought I killed them. Turns out I didn't. They had just gone dormant. And I just turned on the heat, and after about a day or so, they just were live and active like they were the day before. And you can't let them get too cold for too long. You cannot put these guys in the refrigerator like you can with regular mealworms. A lot of guys, I've heard a guy on, I think it was on crappie.com, where he would take a couple hundred mealworms out and put them in the refrigerator for a week or two and then put them back into the colony so they delay the pupation process, whatever. If you do that with these superworms, you'll kill them. They can't take the cold very well. But since you're raising them in the house and you generally have the air conditioner and heat on all the time, they're gonna be fine. The second thing is, if they can't take the cold, then how do you keep them warm on the boat? I have an aluminum boat, so the sun is gonna heat up the aluminum even if it's cold outside. Two, I keep the worms, when I take a small container, like a small little Glad, sort of container, and I just put them in that, and then I put that container in a skull cap, like a skull cap, and that keeps them warm. It keeps them, you can put some heat packs in there if you want. And then you can put the heat pack in there, put the skull cap in there, and you can put the whole thing inside of a cooler. Again, in the Alabama winter, it doesn't get that cold. And if it's less than 20 degrees outside, I'm not gonna go fishing anyway. And they won't completely go dormant. They may lie there still, but once you pick them up and start playing with them, they'll start moving around again. Where did I get these mealworms? I got them from Armstrong Cricket Farm. Make sure you get the super worms and not the jumbo worms. Jumbo worms won't breed as far as I know, but just get the super worms. Let's say you're gonna be away from home for a little while. Place your mealworms next to a sunny window. What that window will do is warm up the container, and you can put the container in a blanket like this. That's another thing. And you can put some heat packs under the container. Wrap the container in a blanket like this, or a Afghan or something, as more neighbors pass by. Put that whole thing next to a window to warm it up, and the blanket will hold and keep the heat in for all night, and then they'll stay warmer that way, and they'll be all right till you get back a few days later. If you're really worried about it, just leave them over a friend's house and just say, don't worry about it, I'll be back in a couple days, you'll be good to go.